The race session is at 60s Ahvenisto F3 in Hämeenlinna, Finland. Etnik is P1. Speed Racer is second. SMC 535 is third. Stevo Jair is P4. Exiled Reaper is P5. Huggy is 6th. Twisted Vine is P7. Toby Saya is P8. Carrie Smith is P9. Lethal Force is 10th. Longi is 11th. Etnik is P1. Race start. SMC 535 is second. Speed Racer is P4. Huggy is P5. Twisted Vine exiting pits. Lethal Force is 6th. Longi is 9th. Etnik is 2nd. Stevo Jair is P3. Exiled Reaper on lap 2 is P6, 0.5 behind Lethal Force. Stevo Jair is P3, 0.5 behind Etnik. Carrie Smith is P10, 0.4 behind Twisted Vine. Carrie Smith passed Twisted Vine for P9. Twisted Vine is P10, 0.5 behind Carrie Smith. Twisted Vine exiting pits. Steve Jayer is third, 0.5 behind Etonic. Huggy is P11, 0.5 behind Twisted Vine. Lethal Force is 5th. Best lap is a 1:55.972. 5.035 off the fastest lap. Longi is P7. Best lap is a 2:00.513. 9.576 off the fastest lap. Twisted Vine is P10, 0.4 behind Carey Smith. Twisted Vine lost P10 to Huggy. Etonic on lap 3 is second, 0.5 ahead of Steve Jayer. Twisted Vine on lap 2 is P11, 0.3 behind Huggy. Twisted Vine passed Huggy for 10th. Exiled Reaper is P6, 0.2 behind Lethal Force. Carey Smith is P9, 0.4 behind Toby Saya. Steve Jayer is third, 0.3 behind Etonic. Longi is P7, 0.3 behind Exiled Reaper. Huggy is P11, 0.5 behind Twisted Vine. Steve Jayer is P3, 0.3 behind Etonic. Longi is 7th, 0.3 behind Exiled Reaper. Toby Saya is 9th, 0.1 ahead of Twisted Vine. Toby Saya lost P10 to Huggy. Etonic is P2, 0.3 ahead of Steve Jayer. Longi exiting pits. Steve Jayer is P3, 0.3 behind Etonic. Toby Saya exiting pits. Twisted Vine is P9. Best lap is a 2:00.188. 9.251 off the fastest lap. Twisted Vine is now 8th. Huggy on lap 4 is 7th, 0.5 behind Carey Smith. Huggy was 15.9 faster last lap. Huggy is now P6. Twisted Vine is P7, 0.4 behind Huggy. Exiled Reaper is 4th. Huggy is 6th, 0.5 behind Kerry Smith. Kerry Smith on lap 5 is 5th, 0.5 behind Exiled Reaper. Longy is P8, 0.3 behind Twisted Vine. Longy is now 6th. Stevo Jair is 8th, 0.3 behind Twisted Vine. Huggy exiting pits. Etonic exiting pits. Stevo Jair passed Twisted Vine for P7. Longy is 6th, 0.4 behind Kerry Smith. Stevo Jair is P7, 0.5 behind Longy. Longy is 6th, 0.4 behind Kerry Smith. Longy is now 6th. Exiled Reaper is P4, 0.5 behind Lethal Force. Huggy is 9th, 0.6 behind Etonic. Longy is P10, 0.5 behind Huggy. Exiled Reaper is P4, 0.8 behind Lethal Force. Speed Racer is P2, 0.4 behind SMC 535. Etonic is 8th, 1.0 ahead of Huggy. Huggy is P9, 1.1 behind Etenik. Etenik was 3.9 faster last lap. Etenik is 8th. Best lap is a 151.586. 5.473 off the fastest lap. Longi is 11th, 0.4 behind Carey Smith. Longi was 78.0 faster last lap. Carey Smith on lap 6 is P11 battling Longi. Longi was 78.0 faster last lap. Speed Racer is 2nd, 0.4 behind SMC 535. Toby Saya entering the pits is P11. Steve Jayer is 4th, 0.4 behind Lethal Force. Toby Saya exiting pits. Longi is 8th, 0.3 behind Huggy. Steve Jayer is 4th, 0.3 behind Lethal Force. Lethal Force is P3, 0.4 ahead of Steve Jayer. Steve Jayer was 0.6 faster last lap. Steve Jayer is P4, 0.1 behind Lethal Force. Steve Jayer passed Lethal Force for P3. Steve Jayer lost P3 to Lethal Force. Lethal Force is 4th battling Steve Jayer. Lethal Force passed Steve Jayer for P3. Steve Jayer is P4, 0.1 behind Lethal Force. Steve Jayer passed Lethal Force for P3. Lethal Force is P4, 0.4 behind Steve Jayer. Longi is P7, 0.5 behind Etenik. Etenik is P6, 0.5 behind Exiled Reaper. Longi is P7, 0.5 behind Etenik. Longi passed Etenik for P6. Etenik is P7, 0.8 behind Longi. Longi is P6, 0.4 behind Exiled Reaper. Etnik is P7, 0.5 behind Longi. Evo Jair is P3, 0.4 behind Speed Racer. Speed Racer was 1.4 faster last lap. Longi is P6, 0.3 behind Exiled Reaper. Etnik is P7, 0.2 behind Longi. Etnik is now 6th. Evo Jair is 3rd, 0.2 behind Speed Racer. Evo Jair was 1.8 faster last lap. Etnik on lap 10 is 6th, 0.8 behind Longi. Evo Jair is 3rd, 0.3 behind Speed Racer. Twisted Vine is P10, 1.1 behind Carey Smith. Twisted Vine was 1.9 faster last lap. Speed Racer on lap 11 is P3, 0.1 behind Evo Jair. Twisted Vine is P10, 0.5 behind Carey Smith. Evo Jair is 2nd, 0.5 behind SMC 535. Twisted Vine on lap 11 is P10, 0.5 behind Carey Smith. Evo Jair is P2, 0.5 behind SMC 535. Longi is P5, 0.3 behind Lethal Force. Etnik is P6, 0.1 behind Lethal Force. Etnik passed Lethal Force for 5th. Twisted Vine is P10. Best lap is a 141.245. 2.987 off the fastest lap. Lethal Force exiting pits. Evo Jair is P2, 0.3 behind SMC 535. Steve Ogier was 1.6 faster last lap. Twisted Vine on lap 12 is P10, 0.5 behind Kerry Smith. Steve Ogier is second. Lethal Force is 7th, 0.5 behind Exiled Reaper. Lethal Force was 2.1 faster last lap. Steve Ogier is second, 0.3 behind SMC 535. Lethal Force on lap 13 is P7, 0.2 behind Exiled Reaper. Exiled Reaper was 12.4 faster last lap. Steve Ogier is P2, 0.3 behind SMC 535. Lethal Force is 7th, 0.4 behind Exiled Reaper. Twisted Vine is 10th, 0.3 behind Kerry Smith. Steve Ogier is P2, 0.3 behind SMC 535. Lethal Force is 7th, 0.4 behind Exiled Reaper. Lethal Force passed Exiled Reaper for P6. SMC 535 is P2, 0.2 behind Steve Ogier. Twisted Vine is P10, 0.3 behind Kerry Smith. Huggy is P8, 1.2 behind Exiled Reaper. Twisted Vine is P10. SMC 535 is P2, 1.1 behind Steve Ogier. Twisted Vine is 10th, 0.7 behind Kerry Smith. Speed Racer exiting pits. Huggy is P8, 1.5 behind Exiled Reaper. Huggy passed Exiled Reaper for 7th. Longi on lap 15 is P3, 2.7 behind SMC 535. Exiled Reaper exiting pits. Kerry Smith exiting pits. SMC 535 is second, 2.8 ahead of Longi. Longi is third, 2.6 behind SMC 535. SMC 535 is second, 2.2 ahead of Longi. Longi is third, 2.1 behind SMC 535. SMC 535 is second, 1.9 ahead of Longi. Longi is third, 1.7 behind SMC 535. Steve Ojayer is P1. Exiled Reaper is 9th. Longi is P3, 0.6 behind SMC 535. Toby Saya is P11. Best lap is a 142.625. 5.092 off the fastest lap. Lethal Force is P6. Longi is third, 0.5 behind SMC 535. Exiled Reaper exiting pits. Toby Saya is P11. Exiled Reaper entering the pits is P9. Longi is third, 0.3 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is P5, 3.9 behind Etonic. Longi is third, 0.5 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is P5, 3.3 behind Etonic. Longi on lap 19 is P3, 0.5 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is 5th, 3.7 behind Etonic. Longi is third, 0.4 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is P5, 3.1 behind Etonic. Speed Racer was 1.9 faster last lap. Longi is P3, 0.3 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is P5, 2.4 behind Etonic. Longi is third, 0.1 behind SMC 535. Longi passed SMC 535 for second. Speed Racer is 5th, 2.5 behind Etonic. SMC 535 exiting pits. Etonic is 4th, 1.1 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is P5, 1.4 behind Edenic. Edenic is 4th, 0.8 ahead of Speed Racer. Speed Racer is 5th, 0.6 behind Edenic. Edenic is P4, 0.6 ahead of Speed Racer. Speed Racer is 5th, 0.9 behind Edenic. Edenic is 4th, 1.0 ahead of Speed Racer. Speed Racer was 1.8 faster last lap. Speed Racer on lap 23 is P5, 0.9 behind Edenic. Edenic is 4th, 1.0 ahead of Speed Racer. Speed Racer is 5th, 1.3 behind Edenic. Twisted Vine entering the pits is 8th. Edenic is 4th, 0.9 behind SMC 535. Twisted Vine exiting pits. Speed Racer on lap 24 is 5th, 2.1 behind Edenic. Edenic is 4th, 0.9 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is 5th, 2.1 behind Etonic. Exiled Reaper exiting pits. Etonic is 4th, 0.7 behind SMC 535. Etonic was 0.6 faster last lap. Speed Racer is P5, 2.3 behind Etonic. Etonic on lap 25 is 4th, 0.6 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is P5, 2.0 behind Etonic. Etonic is 4th, 0.8 behind SMC 535. Exiled Reaper is 11th, 1.9 behind Toby Saya. Etonic is P4, 0.6 behind SMC 535. Exiled Reaper is P11, 1.3 behind Toby Saya. Etonic is P4, 0.5 behind SMC 535. Exiled Reaper is 11th, 0.8 behind Toby Saya. Etonic is P4, 0.3 behind SMC 535. Exiled Reaper is 11th, 0.5 behind Toby Saya. Exiled Reaper passed Toby Saya for P10. Etonic is 4th, 0.5 behind SMC 535. Carey Smith is P9, 1.0 behind Twisted Vine. Etonic is 4th, 0.5 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is 5th, 1.3 behind Etonic. Etonic is 4th, 0.6 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is P5. Evo J exiting pits. Longi is P2, 0.2 behind Evo J. Etonic is P4, 0.3 behind SMC 535. Longi is 2nd, 0.4 behind Evo J. Etonic is 4th, 0.4 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is 5th, 0.5 behind Etonic. Etonic is 4th, 0.4 behind SMC 535. Exiled Reaper exiting pits. Toby Saya exiting pits. Longi is 2nd, 0.6 behind Evo J. Etonic is P4, 0.3 behind SMC 535. Speed Racer is 5th, 0.3 behind Etonic. The leader has just finished the race. Steve Ojayer finished first. Longi finished second. Toby Saya finished P11. SMC 535 finished third. Etanik finished P4. Speed Racer finished fifth. Twisted Vine finished P8. Carrie Smith finished P9. Lethal Force finished P6. Huggy finished 7th. Exiled Reaper finished P10.